Indian automotive industry is reeling under huge pressure. We have news about production cuts, dipping sales. In this scenario, we have somebody who has been pioneer of Indian automotive industry and also having one of the pivotal space in the automotive industry, Mr. Ramesh Suri, chairman of Subros and Rohan Motors. Welcome to ET Auto Big Bite Show. Sir, we have seen that the automotive industry has been going through a gloomy phase. Everywhere we have negativity around. How do you assess the situation right now? You have seen decades of progress in terms of automotive industry. How do you see it?
You see, in the automobile industry, what I have seen as the last 2 3 decades, I can say, but the there is always a change in the technology, in the models, and the total emission norms also. Now, the things have come to that level that all of a sudden, all these things are coming together. Now, keeping all in a right direction and having a smooth sailing as far as the market is concerned. So, we have to do the things one by one. Now, in one go, it may not be possible because backup is required. The most important in the automobile is the after sales service. So, what is going to be with so that the customer is not in a fix that how to now use the vehicle. So these are the things are to be taken care. But the announcement has already been done as
BS6.
I can say about BS4 and BS6. Now the time period also been given. Then the second is coming about the e-vehicle also. And then there are other technology models also coming. Then it is a hybrid and vehicles. Now these things are required in the automobile because we have to move forward as far as the automobile is concerned, and this has been happening. I have seen the time from right from a period when the operation was with Hindustan Motors Ambassador car and the Fiat and. So gradually, all the technologies were upgraded and the new models started coming. And then now the main problem after all this is not I can say problem, but the confusion I can say that is coming into the mind of the customer is then about the financing of the vehicles is. Now some of the cases were not in a proper shape. Also because of that, it is not right direction to be very frank, giving message that the automobile industry is totally going down. Now, automobile industry is very important industry as far as the country is concerned, and we cannot ignore all these things, and we have to take it in a positive direction. And I am sure that these things will come up, and we have to see that the backup is: are we ready for all these things or not? If not, now giving that type of a message in the to the public. Now public means the customers. They have started now thinking on those lines. Why not wait and then see that let the other model and other new technologies start entering into the market, and why not take that vehicle? You see, most of the customers they buy once a while a vehicle for a longer period. It is not that they keep on changing every year or after 1.5 years, but those things are keeping in mind. I think we should be well equipped before as far as the no doubt announcement is not a issue. The issue is, are we ready with the backup or not?
So, sir, you are trying to say that the government should reconsider or go slow on EV transition as the market is already in a negative shape. So, we cannot afford to have such kind of leapfrog to new technology.
No, I feel that the negative is not because of that the requirement has gone down. It is not like this. The question is, it is now the passenger vehicle, two-wheeler, they have become the necessity. It is not a luxury these days. It used to be luxury, but not now. Now it is a necessity, and we have to see that that necessity. Any family cannot afford to live without that type of facilities, whether they are the senior people or the next generation. they all looking forward for that type of a facility for their movement, for their going to the even to the education centers. So this is a need now. There is a volume also. The volume means that there is a potential also. Now these things are required. So we have to only sometimes see that from the dealer network, the proper message to the prospective customers, it should be there that things are there, and now technology keeps on changing, but we are, as far as the present models are concerned, we are fully equipped for giving you the service after sales, and we will be now gearing up for the next models also, and next technology also. So those things are, we will be well equipped now. The other area most important is the financing. No business can grow without the support of the finance. Now finance has to be from the bank side, and that is what the industry and the traders or the dealers, they have to look forward. So I request the concerned authorities that to kindly look into this, that no doubt the cost, quality and support of the finance. Now these things are most important in taking care of all these things. Now cost and quality has to be taken at two ends. One is the manufacturing area, the other is at the dealership network, so that the comfort of, as far as the buying issue with the customer is concerned, is very comfortable. So that is there. So that that flow is there. It was there, but somehow the others, such confusion coming that they are now confused. It is, the market is not gone down. It is now becoming a confusion in the market. So how to remove the confusion so that the positive direction starts working?
So do you think, because there has been a lot of request coming from all quarters to reduce the GST, how do you think GST will work for the industry?
No, GST was a good step, and it was required what was taken. But as far as the rationalization is concerned in the automobile, it has to be some rationalization which is there. And in some cases, it is a percentage. I don't want to give the exact percentage, but there is in A percentage, the other is a B percentage. Now these has to be reviewed, that why this difference is there and why we should not improve this.
So you think a lower GST will help the industry?
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
It will help, because it is not only that the GST is the only issue which is now putting a hurdle as far as the market is concerned. It is not only this, but keeping that in view, that unnecessary, when I am coming into the quality and cost also, so we take into account as far as the this area all. If it is possible, if it is that without disturbing the other total policy of the government, and they have to see that how best they can use. But the other areas is possible, can be seen as far as the banking facilities are concerned, and the other backup is required for the new technology and new models are concerned. So we should be well equipped for giving the comfort to the customers for after sale service. So these things are more important.
Sir, you are one of the first Maruti Suzuki's joint venture partner, and you are also one of the largest suppliers to them. They have been consistently announcing production cut. They had a drop of over 30% in sales. Is there an impact on your company, and how are you dealing with that?
Well, you see, as I said, it no doubt at present moment this is an issue. Now this issue is not going to be, I feel that it is not going to be permanent. I have seen this. I am in the automobile trading as far as the dealership is concerned, right from 1964. So I have seen that period also, how the things are. But now the situation is totally different, because the volumes are high and the overheads are quite high compared to that period. So now it is difficult to move further with that type of a burden with any organization. So we have to see that it keeps on moving. The automobile has to keep on moving. We can't stop at one end. So we have to see that this total circle should keep on moving smoothly, and it has to be worked together, not in one area, not only with the manufacturer, not only with the vendor, not only with the dealer. We jointly have to work out that type of worker, and what are the backup or the support required from the government side is whether it is GST or the banking system or the funding system is concerned. Now that has to be worked out.
As an
Now,
automobile industry veteran, what would be your 2-3 key recommendation to the finance minister to revive the automobile sector right now?
no, these are the things jointly we can sit together, see, and then we have been already the associations, SIAM and ECMA, and they are already giving their suggestions also. So we have to work out, and this is not a new thing. It has to be when we are going for as far as the growth is concerned. So we have to work out how we should move further and cross that type of a hurdle which has come in. I can whether I should say hurdle or the issue which has come. We have to see how we can come out of it, and we can come out. It is not that difficult. We can come out. We have already seen that we did earlier also, but these things are totally different, keeping in view the present cost structure is concerned, overheads are concerned, keeping the responsibilities are concerned as far as the employment and the retaining the present volume of the business is concerned. So these things we have to see now seriously and at a fast track, not delay, and move it accordingly on this.
So the scrappage policy has been in the talk for quite some time. Don't you think this is the right time the government can roll out that policy which will give a kind of booster to the industry?
Our request is that the earlier the better. Earlier the better, because the industry has to move forward. So because we all are looking forward as far as the growth is concerned. We cannot go back. As far as the automobile industry is concerned, it has to move further. And we are all are working on those lines, whether it is a commercial vehicle or passenger vehicle or two-wheeler, we have to work together. And we have been, as far as two-wheelers is concerned, we are largest. And as far as the production, from which level to which level we have come. So that is, of course, there is some technology, there is some potential also. So these things are there. Similarly, in the car industry, you have seen from where to where we have come now. Nobody thought that up to this volume, India will have the production of the small car and other things. So these things, passenger commercial vehicle also, it is now doing very well. Even tractor are also improving. So why not we should look into the reality, what is required as far as the market is concerned. There is a potential. It is domestic also, and even there is a big scope for the export from India. So we should look into that angle very seriously, because it gives automobile industry gives one is the growth, other is the employment, and third one is the revenue. So it is not a small issue. We have to see it like that and see that how we can work on.
One last question, sir. Do you think the industry has seen the worst and there is going to be a revival now, or it cannot be worse than that?
There is a issue. One has to now take it seriously.
Do you think it will get worse, or it is the worst?
Not to that extent that we should get so disturbed that whatever is available, we should make it even from bad to worse. It is not. We have to go in an upward trend, and we must see that now we should come back to the earlier position and see that everything moves smoothly, and whatever corrections are required, we all are there to adjust with each other and do this together. We have to work and work.
What kind of production cut you have introduced at your plants in the last few months?
It all depends upon the unit to unit. Some have some export, some have some models which are still in the market with having any issue also. So I think things will improve now, start improving. It will come in a positive direction. And worries there, but not to that extent. So we should see in a positive side and move further.
Thank you so much. Hope the positivity that you are exerting prevails in the industry and we bounce back very soon. Thank you so much for talking to ET Auto.
Thank you for giving me time and then sharing all this, what's as far as the industry, automobile industry now facing. I think nothing much to worry now.
Thank you.
Okay.